Hey guys, it's the Diary of a Disney Dad, and today we're at Dulles International. We are taking a trip. We are going on a trip on a big old rocket ship, zooming through the skies, little Dunksteins. Yes, we are at Dulles International, and we are about to take a trip to go visit a Disney park across an ocean. I'm gonna let you guess real quick. Right now is your chance to guess in the comments where we're going. Are we going to Disneyland Paris, Disneyland Tokyo, or Disneyland in China? Because we are international, so we're not going to California. All right, you've had time to guess. We are heading to Disneyland Paris. But before we go to Paris, we are going to go to Germany. One of my college best friends, him and his family live in Germany, which is about a 4 to 5 hour train ride from Paris. So we are flying into Paris. We're taking a red eye. We are leaving around 6 p.m. tonight, and we will be arriving at 7 a.m. Paris time. So we're going to land in Paris. We aren't even going to go straight to Disney World. We're not going to sightsee in Paris or anything like that. We're going to hop on a train across the French and German countryside to our friend's house. Jenny, Eli, say hello. Max, Cole, say hello. All right, we had a 4+ hour drive to get here to Dulles, and so we are sitting down. Boarding is in 40-ish minutes. We don't usually do these type of videos, traveling videos that is. Most of our traveling consists of just driving to our resort or our Airbnb or our hotel, whatever it is, and then going to Disney parks. We'll show you some things on the airplane. We are flying United. We are not flying first class, so you are not going to see us sleeping on this airplane in a bed or whatever the first class seats look like. That was expensive. But we'll show you the dinner we get, because we do get a dinner. We'll show you the breakfast we get, because we get a breakfast. And then, we're flying over the Atlantic Ocean overnight, so there's not going to be much to see on the flight, but we are super excited about the train ride. I am a huge history buff. World War II is one of my favorite subjects to study, and going through the French and German countryside on a train for 4 hours, that's super exciting to me. I don't know what we'll see. We're going to show you some traveling. Hopefully the video works out and you guys enjoy it. We are going to show you from Paris to Germany, and then from Germany to Paris, or to Disneyland when we go there. We are going to go see a castle. We are going to go shoot over to Belgium and go to the World War II memorial that's there. We won't make a video about that, but if you have any questions or anything about that, just send us a message and we can talk to you about that. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. Come travel with us. Let us know if you like this style of video. Maybe we'll do more in the future if we do other traveling. But this is our biggest trip, our biggest Disney trip yet. The whole family's going. Let us know in the comments before we get going what you think of the rest of the video trip will be, how you think we'll do. And have you been to Disneyland Paris? Have you been to Germany? Where are other international spots that we should go visit? Let us know in the video, and enjoy this travel video with us.
So just be patient with them until they can begin their service.
The kids just got their dinners, and everyone gets the same thing for the kids. It's just chicken and potatoes. They also have a fruit cup. Cole's already eating his fruit. They have silverware here. A chewy granola bar. And dessert. Eli's eating his dinner. Chad and I just got our dinner, and we have a roll. Right, here's the chicken. And this is the risotto. And it looks like a little salad in there. And for dessert, got this cheesecake brownie. Alright, they just turned the lights on and got breakfast. They always start with the kids, and they got a fruit cup and a banana chocolate chip muffin. Alright, I think that I maybe got an hour of sleep. I think Cole maybe got about 2 hours. It wasn't very easy sleeping on here, but They're serving breakfast, which means we're almost in Paris.
Well, good morning. We're about an hour away from landing. The lights have just come on. They've given the kids their breakfast. It was a little rough night to sleep. I don't know if Eli slept at all. Did you?
Like an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah. Well, might be a long day.
All right, our breakfast just got here. This is turkey sausage with egg and cheese. We have about 50 minutes to go. It's still dark outside.
All right, so we have gone through customs and the Paris Charles de Gaulle airport. We're currently at the train station waiting for our first leg of the trip to Germany. Something that we really enjoyed was the tunnels of escalators in the Paris airport. That was really fun to go through. The kids really loved going through the different tunnels. We are currently at the train station in Terminal 2, waiting for our train to Germany. This will be the first leg of the train. We're excited to see what kind of countryside and stuff we see. Hopefully it's not all in a tunnel. I don't know how this works, but hopefully it's above ground and we can see some cool things. All right, these doors are pretty cool. If you look at the train, you hit this handle and they're automatic. All right, and the bathroom is right behind where we are. We arrived in Germany safe and sound, but unfortunately, things didn't go as planned, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about that now. There's a reason why we didn't film arriving in Germany and at our friend's house and introducing you to them and their kids and things like that because, well, we had a big mishap on the train. So we had to do a transition in Strasbourg. When we got to Strasbourg, we had about a 45-minute wait till the next train came because it was delayed. So once we got onto the train, because we don't speak the language, we got onto the wrong carriage. The numbers didn't line up for what the signs were. So we put our big luggage, like our checked bags, in the wrong carrier. So when we got to where our point was to get off and switch a train to come to Kaiserslautern, Germany, where my friend lives, I had to go get our checked bags from a different train car. Well, Jen and the kids were on another train car. Unfortunately, you know how kids are. One of them had to go to the bathroom. They got out the bathroom. They were coming downstairs. I was on the dock waiting for them with the checked bags. They had the other luggages, and the doors weren't open. And she was hitting the little green button to open the door, and they weren't open. They were locked, and I saw that they were locked. I was talking to the conductor because he had already left their door and come down to the next one, or the attendant. I don't know if he was the conductor or not. I was like, hey, my family needs to come off. My family needs to come off. And they're still on. They're still on the train. And he looked at me like this and didn't say anything, put a little key ring into the door, turned the knob, and they rolled away. So unfortunately, Jennie and the kids got taken 45 minutes west to Frankfurt, while I went 30 minutes east to Kaiserslautern, and or vice versa. They went east, I went west. But I ended up getting to where we needed to go because there was only one train left, so I had to get on that. So I had our checked bags, got on that train. Her and the kids were on the other train, and my friend went and picked her and the kids, Jennie and the kids up, and his wife picked me up, and then we got reunited at about 9 p.m. Germany time. So that's why we didn't really have much of a part ending arriving in Germany, end of the video. But it was a little hectic, a little panicky. Obviously in another country, I see my kids and my wife riding away from me, and I had literally 2 minutes to get to the other train. I had to go downstairs and upstairs with two 50-pound checked bags. So imagine everyone looking at me being like, look at this tourist, and running through the train station with heavy bags. Jenny and the kids, they each had a backpack fully loaded with all their games and snacks and accessories, 2 carry-on bags, and another bag that we had as well. So Jenny's got 3 bags, 3 kids, all the backpacks. It was wild time. But the craziest thing was, I had the train tickets and I had the passports. So my family is riding to Frankfurt, Germany with no passports, no identification. Well, Jenny might have had her driver's license, which would have been okay, but no passports for anybody, no train tickets. So technically riding the train illegally because they didn't get off their stop. And yeah, so that was our train adventure. Lo and behold, if you can see right behind me is this car. The train situation was going to be just as strict, tight today. We're on our way to Disneyland Paris from Germany. We were planning on doing a train, but I got on the app this morning and was checking everything out. And we have 3 switches to make. And every single switch was 10 minutes or less for us to be able to arrive, switch to the new train, and get there. So luckily, because we hadn't ridden the trains yet, we were able to get a full refund of the train tickets. And I used that refund and rented us a car. So, the Duncans, we're going to travel across Europe in style. Planes, trains, and automobiles, just like the movie. That's how we're going to get to Disneyland. But yeah, we rented a car. It was actually only $30 more expensive to rent a car than use the train. And technically, if we leave right now, which we're about to leave, it's 11 a.m. Germany time, we will actually arrive at Disneyland Paris earlier than we would have on the train. So, here's to the next adventure. We'll show you some of the stops along the way. We'll be on the Autobahn. We'll see how that goes. We're going to have some fun traveling. All right, we have one more little surprise to add to this video. Like I said, you didn't get to meet our friends. We have a surprise for their daughter that we're going to go share with her real quick before we hit the road. But yeah, this is Annabelle, our friend's daughter. Our friends are Reese and Nate. They are going to be off camera for this. And they have an older son, Daniel, who is sleeping as well currently because he's a teenager and that's what they do. So, hey, Daniel. Everyone wave hello to Daniel while he's sleeping. We're going to Disneyland Paris. And, Annabelle, the boys wanted to let you know, and your parents, that.
What?
Cole, tell her. Tell her.
What?
Say it, Eli.
Say it.
We're gonna go to Disney with you. Yay!
In a couple days, you're gonna come meet us up there. And you're gonna hang out with us at Disney.
Yeah, your dad's gonna
Wait,
be up there.
how long away is that?
It's a long drive. It's like 5 hours.
Dad, can we take a plane?
Not driving.
It takes forever.
It's not goodbye. There. See you again in like 2 days.
As Mickey Mouse says, see you real soon. Well, do you want to say anything to the camera before we sign it off?
I'm going to miss them.
Nate and Annabelle are going to come join us in Disneyland Paris in a couple days. You'll see more of Nate and Annabelle in our upcoming video for Disneyland Paris. So check those out in a couple weeks when those are up. Again, this is our travel video, and we'll see you soon. All right, so this is what I dreamt that the train ride was gonna be. I was like, in my mind, I was imagining not going through a town like what we're doing right now, but you'll see in some of the other videos and B-roll that we have going, you'll see the French countryside. I thought that the train ride from Paris to Germany was gonna be that, but you're on a train track, yes, but there's like, I don't know, you're like in a ditch. That's the only way I can explain it. Like the trains are not driving up high, the trains are driving down low with grass hill walls around you. Honestly, us renting this car and doing this and going to Paris this way is really making my trip super, super fulfilling, because this is what I wanted to see on the train ride, which we didn't really get to see, and you're about to see it right now that we're leaving this town. It's just like the French countryside and like seeing in the distance. I mean, You can see the big cities off to your, like the towns off to the right. And, you know, we'll drive like 5 miles and then we'll hit another little mini town. It's awesome. This is what I really wanted to see on the train. We're in the countryside of France and it's just enjoyable, peaceful. All right, guys, so we just stopped at our first rest stop on the tour, on the trip to Paris. And the rest stop was called Bonjour. So I don't know if that's what they just call all the rest stops in Paris, but that is where we were. So bonjour. Bonjour, bonjour. Ba-ba-ba-da-da. They had a little grill slash cafe. They had drinks, you know, regular old gas station stuff as well. And very nice, clean bathrooms. So we got to enjoy lunch there. The nice thing about a lot of these restaurants and rest stops, and Jenny even went to dinner last night with Reese, Nate's wife, just the two of them, girls' night, and she went to a pretty fancy restaurant. And there's kids areas everywhere. This rest stop had a climbing wall area for the kids, and so there's like every place we've been to has had a little kids zone, which has been very nice. But yeah, we got 3 hours to go. Enjoy some more countryside and Paris views. Looks like we're about to go through the mountains right now. So maybe we'll have some Paris mountainsides for you to see. All right, guys, we are entering Disneyland Paris. You can actually already see the Disneyland Hotel in front of us to Disneyland Paris. They didn't have a big magical entrance like Disney World in Florida does. That's okay. Disneyland doesn't either. But we're about to drive up right now. We're driving across this bridge, and I can see Tower of Terror in the background already. Look at that. There's Tower of Terror. Thank you. Go straight? Okay. As we're pulling here into Disneyland Paris, we want to share with you some clips and videos of our trip in Germany to end it out. First, we're going to start you off with visiting the Battle of the Bulge Museum and the World War II museum that is over in Belgium. We also got to visit the forests that you've seen in many movies about World War II, where the battle was actually fought in these trees, in amongst these trees. And we also got to actually climb into foxholes that were created. We are with our friends in Germany, and we are currently at the Heidelberg Castle.
Hi, I'm Annabelle. Today we're going to be exploring a castle.
We just walked through the main entryway, and for Disney people, that was Main Street USA of a castle. You know what I'm saying? You go through Main Street USA and then you open up to a big old castle. Look at this. Holy cow. I mean, if I think of a castle from medieval times or like not ancient, or like, you know, Renaissance times and things like that, this is exactly what I think of. I remember when I was a kid and I watched the Disney Three Musketeers movie with like Chris O'Donnell and Kiefer Sutherland and Charlie Sheen in it. This right here reminds me of that scene when they're fighting at the end of in the courtyard of that castle in that movie. So this is awesome. I can't wait to see more. Hold it. That's on.
We are about to go into the castle right now. This is going to be the best trip in our life. Yeah!
All right, behind us is the view of Heidelberg. This is spectacular. I'm not sure what side of Heidelberg we are on, but this is like a back porch area, and you can see the whole city below. But for you Disney people out there, It's the backside of Castle Heidelberg.
Do you see that? That's a barrel. It's not even as big as me. It's way bigger. Look, it's huge.
And that is just some highlights of our trip to Germany and to Belgium. We got to see the World War II Museum, we got to see this beautiful Heidelberg Castle. We had a great time hanging out with Nate at his home, and thank you for letting us stay there, Nate. We really appreciate it. But that was some highlights of that trip. Again, this is our travel video, and we'll see you soon.